Hello. I'm back. Well, that was depressing. Kind of ironic. Was I just sitting here telling you about my computer being old? God, takes the wind out of your sails, don't it? And our trading view stream is dead, unfortunately. The I don't know. The stream key is gone with the wind, so I'd have to reset the whole thing, which I'm not gonna do because we were close to the end, anyways. On this beautiful Friday. Yeah, weekends got shaken out. Now for the real alpha. I wish. No, we've got some good alpha here. Let's keep it going, guys. If you're still around, thank you. Appreciate it. Feel bad for those who want to be around and just can't find me right now. Don't know how to, like, when you fuck up YouTube, when it crashes, I should go back to the other one. Drop the... Oh, it's already gone. Anyways, doesn't matter. Okay. Nope, come back. Coming back. Okay. Yeah, if we crash again, guys, I'm not coming back. Love y'all, but it's just too much. It's too much. I am going to go get a new computer, though. Fuck that. There's no greater cringe. And frankly, if I want to be top of the line, 4 years is too long. This has been my wake-up call. So, yay me. I'm going to go pick up a computer, and I love shopping for tech. If you guys have any ideas, I mean, everyone's got their flavor. The producer just put a ton of research into buying like a top of the line, like, you know, 390, whatever those crazy processors are, PC. I think he paid like $6-7 grand. And he runs these live streams and he's never crashed except for when his internet is fucked. So I think I might just go copy paste him, or just go into the Apple Store, keep it simple, get a new iMac Pro. Thing worked for 4 years like a charm. We'll see. Proper beast. Yeah, RTX 390. That's it. I want to get, you know, I want to get the tits. I want to buy a Max. Let's go over to the screens here, guys. I do want to get through that short list. I did want to take some requests. I still kind of do, but and I know, you know, the hour is late. My brain, you know, after these streams, I do a lot of like cleanup stuff after, and then obviously would love to actually like review my positions and trade and stuff. But let's do that together here. Fuck it. Elf. You know, these things all looking good. Volume coming up at the lows here on things like GXS. I don't know what that is. So I'm going to, you know, after this short list, I usually then I'm like thinning the herds. Now, this is really cool. This is actually a pretty sizey position I've got. And I'm proud of myself because I'm holding it. I'm holding it through to fruition. I'm going to see it finish, or I'm going to lose all of the profit that's baked in. That's the way it's going to go. If you guys are watching the stream whenever this was, I guess mid-March, we were talking about this. Taking longs, because this was a huge gap on the VPVR. I said, this thing just broke out and then came down and retested. I was like, if y'all think this is not getting filled in ever, then you don't see the chart the way I see it. So it was a pretty good bet. Little bit of shakiness here as we move our way up. No big deal. It's a trend. It's going up. And all my take profits are sprinkled out between the resistance and the chaos. And then once I have that, that's exciting because then I can rotate into some other stuff. KNC, another sizey position I have. Not too worried about it. It's just kind of down here doing its thing. Hasn't really broken out yet. It will someday, hopefully, eventually. I just hope it doesn't visit this reload zone first. That'll sting. That'll be painful. Link, y'all know what I think. I think it looks great. Matic, pump chaser zone. Could it continue? It's been so strong. I love the project. And yes, I think with a consolidation like that, we may not see like a full retrace. I think this could be just the stopping ground for next leg. Metal went crazy. It's not on my list. I'm taking it off. I was just looking at it the other day. Should not be shortlisting metal after that glorious pump. Maybe it consolidates for a few weeks and then it looks good. But right now I got better things to look at. NBS. Now here's an interesting thing. New bitshares. This is new bitshares. Now, why is that interesting? Well, because bitshares is pumping, isn't it? I saw it on the leaderboard. Yeah, look at that. So what the fuck? Are they related? New bitshares and bitshares? Because I saw bitshares pump today and I was like, what the fuck? And then you go to MBS. Let's go see. That could be a cool echo. New bitshares. BitShares is like an old project. It was around in 2017. Crazy pump. The user interface was, the UX UI was shit. NB plus. What is this? Oh, let's do English. The dominant, omnipotent. That's a cool word. New bitshares. So like, I'd be curious to know if they're related. This website, collaboration between EOS, Ethereum, and Cardano based on DPoS consensus implemented, blah, blah, blah. So, doesn't really mention bitshares on here, but markets are silly. Sometimes bitshares pumps, and even if new bitshares is totally unrelated project, it'll just pump because people are like, this looks like the other, and it went up. Like even in real equities markets, even in equities markets, real big kid markets, I'll never forget a few months ago, eyes popped off. It was going crazy. And then the next day, ears rallied. And it was like, oh, it's body part week. True story. And, were they totally unrelated? Probably not. It's like eyes and ears, elbows, knees, and toes. I don't know if we found any other body part stocks, but they all started rallying like crazy. It was funny. People were so ridiculous. Development roadmap. Yeah, okay, so new bitshares. Anyways, the chart looks good, period. It just looks good. It looks like it's low volume, low liquidity. So be warned. But this looks great. It's probably going to moon like fucking crazy. I don't know. These weird ones tend to just go stupid like this. So this is a coin. Okay, here's an idea for you guys, or a thing to know. If you're gonna buy a position like this and just be like, I'll just see how it goes. Like have targets and then like get your orders working. Put your sell orders in because you get these wicks, and there's no greater feeling. Let me tell you, I've done it before, but it's a rare treat. But there's no greater feeling than like seeing this wick. And then waking up and like you sold here, you sold here, you sold here, you sold here while you were sleeping. And then you come back and you can just rebuy your position. Take the cream off the top and get back in. So these weird ass coins can do that. This isn't like a strong, like this is a must buy, but I think it looks really strong. And then obviously we see, BitShares is kind of going ham today. So is new BitShares going to follow? God. I think I just talked myself into a FOMO bag. I'm kind of out of liquidity, to be completely honest. I bought some NEO today. That's a true story. I think it's just, platform tokens. It's a midterm hold, 2 to 3 weeks. Didn't buy a ton, but I wanted some exposure. Looks like it's moving up. I want to get my main position filled down along these levels, but I don't know that I will. But NEO looks good. And talked about this a couple weeks ago, or was it last week on the video, but like ONT showing strength, Chinese blockchain. Maybe we have a NEO, China's back. So keep an eye on that. OMG's Chinese, I think. And it just broke off the lows too. Nice little volume coming in. So these are all my shortlist names. Numeraire, look at this buy volume. That's all I care about for this chart. Hit the lows and suddenly lots of buying. What does that tell me? What should it tell you? Buyers are interested. Smart money is accumulating, and eventually they'll let the lid off this thing and it'll go fucking crazy. The game is being patient. This shit can go on for a long time. Just ask Syscoin. I think it was 18 months. That's why they call them smart money, because they're smart enough to know that if they just put a bottom in the market, eventually someone will buy their bags. Look at this fucking thing. July 2019 to July 2020, 1 full year, so not 18 months. But then what happened? And that accumulation wasn't even that crazy, but you could see it, right? Big buys coming in. When did they start coming in? Not really until it hit the bottom. I mean, there was some attempts up here, and that's the other risk thing. That's why you don't do stupid shit like go all in. You manage risk, because sometimes like back here, you're like, back in the bear market, what was it? September 2018 into 2019, you could have been sitting here like, hey, look at that. They're putting in a bottom. Nice buy volume coming in. I'm going to go all in and just wait. And then you end up eating an entire 84% drawdown. After you just, like some people endured a 75% drawdown and then an 80% drawdown. Like, God, that bear market was brutal. So, yeah, manage risk. But look at, even SYS looks kind of cool. Like this, God, guys. You know, people tell me like the top is in, and I'm just like, look at these charts. How can that be the top? How? Looks like they're all just getting started. They could do shit. Ugh. Sometimes I just think, I'm like, maybe even our most ridiculous moon boy bullish things that we talk about are just still tame compared to like what's actually coming. Ugh. Oof, like a 10-year, the 1,000-year bull market. But like some of these bottomed out charts with buy volume coming in, they just make me so excited. So excited. So these are all my charts. Look at this. This one looks like it just went. Oops. RDN. Yep. Fuck. Fuck me. Popped off the day after. Rep. Okay. Let's get to the chat, guys. I see you. I'm back. T-Fuel. Yeah, T-Fuel is one. You wanna? It's one that I traded back here. Oh, I felt like a champ. Was buying 50s, selling 100s, feeling pretty cool, and now it's 750. So, but that's okay. It was literally like a big trade, so like I put in a size and just thought, you know, that's the other thing. If you guys really want to be good at holding, size down. I can't hold fucking, you know, the huge amount of a portfolio, like, which I consider huge, like 5-10%. I can't hold like a sizey position through all that. But when you make a nice profit right here, obviously looking back, it's like, why did you sell there? But at the time, look at that. That was a sick trade. So buying dips, selling rips, and then just kind of looked away. Always fun to go back. But that's going to happen so much this year. So I'm actually really into the idea of setting up a side wallet, and I'm just going to start skimming little shitters. You know, like, oh, cool, made 5K. Okay, take $500 of that token and just forget. Yeah, oh, made 45K or 4,500, like whatever. And then, and then in some kind of like FU, rip face, everything's going 100x, like then go look at that dust wallet, you know, skimmer, the skimmer. And that's probably, you know, it's probably a cool idea. I should actually do that. I'm definitely doing it with certain things, but I should make a sport out of it. Like add it to my trading plan. Every time I make X or any money at all, 10% of profits go into a dust wallet of the coin that I made the money on. Like that. I think I just came up with a new rule for my trading plan. It's one of the things I love about these live streams, guys. Chatting with you, hanging out, ranting, teaching, sharing. I often come up with new ideas as well. I'm riding that KMD train, was looking for 500 plus, but there's a lot of upside if it breaks that resistance. I know. Okay, so great point. And to your point, I need to go and review my Komodo because I have all of my position sold in here. So maybe I should just take a little off and hold the moon bag. Again, it's a pretty sizey position. It's getting bigger. I'm happy to just take it and rotate it. But yeah, man, if this market goes and we claim this level, why the hell am I ending my entire position there? Mostly it's because there's so many different juicy charts. And so rotating this after leg one into something that hasn't had a leg one yet is even better, right? According to my... Yeah, didn't think that one through. I have another confession to make, guys. With all of the stuff that I'm doing these days, I am not at my best in my own trading. It's going really well, but there's a lot of the rules that I even talk about on here that I don't follow. And as I talk about them to you guys, I think to myself, I'm like, fuck, I'm not even doing that. It's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to teach. It's like a fat basketball coach, you know? It's like, this is how you do a layup. Okay, coach, show me. No, just coaching. So I gotta reel my shit in because this is a time to focus. So I am gonna go back and you know what I'm gonna do this weekend? I'm gonna do an audit, self-audit on all my positions because I did just take a bunch this week, and I've got some alerts, I've got some take profits, I've got stop losses, but I would like to do an overall audit. So thank you guys for reminding me that I need to do that. And that's my confession for today. Fala. Okay, let's check out Fala. I'd like to pull out some randos that I haven't heard of. As you can see, this thing reset again. But I just don't like that weird dusty black. So give me 2 seconds, guys. Thankfully, it saves the custom colors. Those are a little cringe to re-add every once in a while. And then I can get the rest colored by that. Good. Okay. Fala. I don't know why. I feel like it's on here. Nope, it's not. Well, let's check out this one. Qcoin. Yeah, it's tricky. These charts can go either way. So purely based on a chart, I have a hard time taking this one. ERN was like an NFT that came out. Somebody on stream mentioned it. Looked just like this. And then 2 weeks later, it was like up here. I was like, fuck. But I have a harder time with like the newer charts unless I know something else. So I need more research for that. Like it's low capped and it's just like this that has a huge cap and they've got this coming. Then I say, fuck, you know, I don't need it much on the chart. I just need to know. But it's climbing. It's climbing. Was resistance, now support, 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 support. Probably don't want to tap that too many more times. And if we do, probably just want to take a pretty standard reload zone approach down to the bottom of this big gap on the VPVR right along the 786. Shake it all out, rinse it off, and then go. But for now, it's up here. That's bullish and bullish above here. And what's really cool with these things is that they're fractally. So you could actually just do this and you're in a reload zone. So you want to trade like lower time frames, you could say up here, you could be like, oh, I'm just going to buy the reload zone. Bing, filled. And if you want to get real crazy, there's your reload zone within a reload zone within a reload zone. Sounds silly, but this is what I do when I trade perps, like high leverage. You're like, oh, find a zone, find the reload zone of that zone, find the reload zone of that zone. And then you can get in with some size. 10x, whatever, really size up, and then you're risking to here. It's harder trading, and it's, I don't even know, not as effective as midterm swing trading, but that's what I do. KSM, oh my God, KSM's probably out of this world right now. Last I looked, it was at 450. Oh, 445, we came back. Okay. I can fucks with it. Let's see. If we're in an uptrend and that's not the top, this is a great spot. That's all I will say. Obviously, with each new leg, the downside risk goes up and the upside risk gets diluted, or upside reward gets diluted. But let's see. I mean, yeah, I probably wouldn't buy anything above here. But if I get that, a pump chaser zone. Call me crazy, but it happens. Bitcoin rolling over? I smell shit. Do I smell shit? Nope. Look at Bitcoin though. So let's size this thing. Right here. Double distribution on the range. So could range in here one more time. Would not be weird. That'd be normal. But it's not going to go easy. I almost think it's going to be like long weekend. Chop up everyone who's trying to take big positions. Woo, woo, woo. And then it's like Monday or whatever it is. Tuesday open. And then it's like a week of and then it's reload zone of this move into here. Fill in this VPVR. Shake out all the FOMOs. Make them lose their lunch. Then we go. But ETH has other plans. Look at ETH. It's just pressing up into the stratosphere right now. That is so sexy to watch. Ugh. Love a good green candle. And look at this. Rising volume on the hourly. Does not look like it needs to fill in any VPVR. Oh! We're going to make a new all-time high right as we speak. Let's get micro here, baby. 2079. So beautiful. $86 last year. Can you believe it? 86. Nobody wanted to buy. It's weird. It's weird. And every time somebody talked about buying or it being bullish or things, it was like, shut up, opium dealer. You're dumb. Well, now who's laughing? Those with the conviction. I did not buy Ethereum under $100. So it's not me. But I did load up in the hundreds. I did buy. Thank God. Thank goodness. Okay, guys, I'm running out of steam, as you can see. I'm just saying weird shit. So let's get after it. I want to make sure whatever we're doing, it's packed in. Lily V, have a wonderful weekend. Thank you, too. Whatever we're doing here, I want to make sure it's packed in. So I'm going to try and make best. I'm getting a little hungry, I think. That's like a little rambly. Let's go ahead and Energy Web Token. As you can see, I was charting this. Oh, nice. You know what? Okay. I went to buy this on Qcoin. I moved some money over there. And I was going to buy Hxro, HTR, and I was going to buy EWT. And then I went to Hxro, and the book was nice and full. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm taking a position. And then I went to go buy with the other half, EWT, and the book was like empty. There was like 8, 12, 7, like, you know, to put in a few thousand, it was going to be like no liquidity. So I just put the whole thing in HTR instead. Looks like the liquidity came in. Really nice buy volume on EWT. Don't know what it's doing here. That's a huge accumulation. Like, that's a huge range. It's like, it's big. So it's choppy. It's very choppy right now. It's a 41% drawdown, followed by a 29% drawdown, followed by a 31% drawdown. So good luck. Where the hell did it go? You know, good luck sleeping if you're holding Energy Web Token. That thing is choppy. But if it doesn't come fill this VPVR in, there's tons of buy volume coming in. If somebody says Elon Musk is even sniffing this thing, it's going to moon like fucking crazy this year. So if you have a position in this from this accumulation lows, great job. I passed on account of the liquidity. Might even just try to find a little free bag or dip, because, you know, all you need to get a free bag and something forever, theoretically, is to get a double. Get a double, get a double. So Hxro is the one that I ended up buying. And as you can see, that worked out. Picked it up on this breakout, even a little late. I think it was like 34 cents. I was like, fuck it, this thing's going to go. Because this volume was starting to ramp up. I was like, eh. And it looks like a cool project. And then I sold half at 64, wherever that was. Probably way too early, but that's, you know, and then I have a free position. I actually sold another half the other day, somewhere up here. I don't know, maybe like 148 on the way down. Because I'm just, you know, yeah. So I've got a quarter of my original position left, and it's free, and it's risk off. You know, it's whatever I want it to be. So maybe that's the one I need. It's actually sitting on Qcoin, so I'm an idiot. Because I don't really use Qcoin, and I don't want to make a new wallet because it's not ERC20. But anyways, yeah, HTR. Check the BTC pair. Okay. Ooh, okay. EWT. Yeah. Should probably look at. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. You're right. I do like this one a lot more. I don't know why I charted the USD pair just now. I've been in BTC mode all day. So just to live within previous ranges, this is kind of the playground. This is interesting. Oh, God. Look at that. Look at this huge, gaping, whispering eye, as they would say in the movie I watched last week. Role Models. It was funny. Damn. 276. That's interesting. Fuck. Okay. You've got my attention, sir. Tom Walsh. Big ups for this shout today. I like that a lot. Very often, you just get these lows and the VPVR fills in, and then you just get a thin profile. But this is like a lot of business being done up there. It's almost like price has to go back and rediscover. How do I feel about this price up here? So if we get an alt season, if BTC pairs go ham, and you know what's funny? Like, this one little red candle makes it look like so bad. Whereas if this was like a one little green candle, it would be like, it's gonna go. So I'm not gonna be discouraged by any of these little candles here. Let's be objective. Where are we at? We're in the pump chaser zone. Couldn't write it any better. Palm chaser zone. We have the rising volume at the lows. Always a good sign. And now tapering off. So, do we have another pump in here soon? And does any of that matter? Because at the end of the day, I just want to know, you know, what is the probability of me, you know, let's say we're going to get 1 low, 2 lows, 3 lows of protection. That's just under 20% of risk. But I could pretty comfortably take this thing at least up to this 618. Little node here. And then have some overflow asks up here. And by then it's a free position. Fuck, dude. That's a really nice, like, asymmetric trade, you know? Like 20% drawdown, but like 11 to 1. RR. Okay, I'm putting it on my short list. Thank you, bro. You guys just watched live as I decided, what the fuck is this, to I think that's a long for me. That's the process. There's more to it. You know, setting alerts, getting in. Over analyzing would be like, okay, now that I really want some, let's get in real tight. This is a daily, so this has been down here since January, so it's not been that exciting. Can I get a reload zone? That's my first question. I would prefer that, obviously. You know, oh no, Bitcoin broke out to new all-time highs. Oh no, oh no. Ooh. Oh no, Bitcoin's consolidating again. Ah, alt season. Like, that is my perfect scenario where it's like the safest entry, because then there's that sweet spot we talked about earlier in the show. Fuck it. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set bids at the sweet spot. I said it before and I never do it. So I'm going to do it on this one. Don't front run me, guys. 22.5. Don't do it. Find your own bids. Yeah, this trend line looks heavy. We'll see. It could bounce here and oops, or I get filled at my sweet spot and yeah. I mean, there's no doubt Bitcoin is testing the highs, man. If that thing breaks, all of these will have a miniature shit. That's just the way that's going to go. So I'd like that shit to be my fill, not my stop loss. Okay, a couple more, guys, and then we're going to cut because I am starving. Starving! Can you check Ren? Oh, can I ever? I'm living in BTC pairs today, guys. If you wanted a USD pair, you got to ask. Because I just like the BTC. Because BTC dominance just broke down. So we should really be focusing on that ratio, I think. Personally, I do most of my most of my trading versus USD. But when Bitcoin dominance is trending down and it just makes a big break like it did today, right here, why is that? When this happens, I start thinking in terms of Bitcoin. Okay. Speaking of 702 sweet spot, on the highest range, that's right where Ren is parked right now. That's pretty sexy. If you drop a local range reload zone, you end up with another 702. Wow. Confluence. That's pretty good. I mean, fuck, man. For all the times people have shilled me Ren, when it's up here, when it's high, when it's just gone up 40%, Ren's going to be the future. It's like, dude, I don't want to hear about it now. If you're trying to help a man out, you tell him when it's quiet. So, pretty good place for Ren, especially if you consider that this is a level. Oop. That's a level, and we're resting on it. Support, 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 breakdown, resistance, kind of. Breakout, support, 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 support. So bullish above this level for sure. That looks really good actually, as far as just like Ren's boss, and I want to find a place to long it. God, this is my problem right now. There's so many good looking charts. I am out of liquidity. You guys got to stop. Cut it out. Let's go see Rook. We're going to wrap it up with two more, guys. We're going to do Rook because I know a lot of you guys are watching Rook. Holding, perhaps. Let's see what it did. Oh, yeah, it's really starting to come alive here. Wow, look at that. Yep, that's what I wanted to see. This right here. Breakout on volume. So that's pretty cool. out of liquidity. So when I said, I'll buy it when it does that, well, I was full of shit because I don't have any more money to buy stuff. I mean, I do, but I'm saving it for a big dump. I'm not FOMOing in anything. But Rook looks great. I'm going to paper trade it. I'm going to say I would have done this. I mean, I you know me, guys. I just don't ever like to buy anything like that. You know, like, ooh, I'm going to buy now. I passed here, I'm going to buy now. I'm going to, every dip now, though, would be a buy for me. So are we going to race out and it's just possible? Seems unlikely. We're going to come in here and do some shit, whatever that looks like. Yeah, it's more likely. So it's those dippy days. Dippy days is when you're supposed to get bullish. And it's hard to do, so you got to pre-plan. You got to say, I will be bullish when price gets here, no matter what Bitcoin just did, no matter what ETH just did. I will stay bullish. I will hold and be resolved. Have resolve, conviction. I don't know. Because on the day, all you want to do is wait for lower or wait for, you know, whatever. So have those levels picked out in advance. Train yourself. Okay, OXT. Shout out to Mitch thing. Love you too, bro. And yeah, you asked about OXT before. I saw it a few times now, so I appreciate your patience. Let's check it out. Looks good. It's on. I think it's on my short list. Yep, it is right here. Yep, it's there. I feel you. I already scouted it. It's just got some nice buy volume coming in. It's just cooking up. So again, like every other chart I'm looking at here that's on this list, a lot of them look really like way up in their ranges and stuff, but there's so many like this. Oh, it's going to be fabulous. This one looks good too. That's Orchid, if I'm not mistaken. Jesse Brower. It's okay, bro. It's going to be awkward to rewatch because it crashed midway. So probably 2 streams, but appreciate you coming, man. It's good to see you. Happy Friday. Happy Good Friday. It's a good day. OXT breaking out on USD pair. Okay. Let's look. I have an itchy nose today. I don't know why. I swear it's not drugs, guys. I swear. Yeah, it depends. I always love when people say like it's breaking out, and then I look and I'm like, oh, they must be on like a lower time frame like that. Yeah, right there. It looks like a breakout. That looks good. Okay, let's go look at a weird one. Nah, it's not that weird. It's really actually not that weird, but it's just one that I've been wanting to stare at. So I've got a sneaking suspicion. I mean, I've got a bit of a crush on HBAR. You know, you're not supposed to like date it, don't marry it, but I really like this one. This looks like a double top in the making. Like it just doesn't look great that it got, you know, rejected so hard, but really nice volume on that breakup. I think it was related to a tweet, some kind of program that they were announcing. So that's concerning, right? Because what that really means is it's not done with this range, and this was like an anomaly. Like the market just had this, so it has to clean that up. It has to unpack that for a bit. But then somewhere through this, there was like a tweet that said, hey, we're fucking cool. And then it was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Market says, nah, man, we're not ready. So that is like kind of what happened there. So, but I saw this, I was like, fuck, I want to buy the dip now because that looks like it's going to go. And so I was picking it up, you know, here, and then I just sized up leverage like way too high. I was like, fuck it, I'll wait, because if you zoom in where I was zoomed in, I realized I was just like, you know, picked up some here. It was a pretty cool fill, but then like, then it dripped back down. I was like, like I don't need to be long on that kind of leverage with that kind of time horizon, like shorter term, because it is just trending down. So I want to keep a close eye on this. Yes, that 702 sweet spot is asking for it. If we trend down at all on any of the majors or whatever, this thing could fill. 786 lines up with this little Wyckoff throwback. So yeah, I'd really like to fill some spot and otherwise maybe a leverage long down in here, because I think HBAR is really great project. You know, what's that going to look like? And then the most important part is wait, and then get aggressive with my trading. Wait till that reverses, then buy the dip. So that's mostly just talking to myself right now. That was me on my verbal journal. The other way to look at it, and this is also, this is why I just like to trade in spot and midterm swings, because I hate leverage. I really do. It can just blow your mind. Some days you just take a position, you're up 4K, 2 seconds later, you're like, whoa. But there's so much thinking and analysis and time, and then obviously the leverage goes two ways. So I get stressed by it personally. I much prefer to be like, whoa, we have a 4-month window coming up where everything's going to go crazy. I'll just take positions across here and go crazy. Like, just chill. Work on stuff. Make YouTube videos. Midterm swings. Spend time with your family. Kind of shit. Anyways, HBAR. I want to log it. That is all. Jesse Broa from the Netherlands. Last name is in English. Oh. Brewer. Anyways, nice to meet you, man. No more than 5% and you can sleep at night. Yeah, that's it. That is it. That's it. That's it. Okay, guys, we're going to head back to the studio for a sec. Final thoughts on today. Q2, looking great. Risk management, cap it at 5%, and you will sleep like a baby, and your account will probably do well, because then the hardest loss you ever take is, I love that thing. Let's see if I can quote it. There should only ever be 3 types of trades. Big winners, small losers. If you can cap yourself to that, you're on the right track. Should never have a big loss. Like, really, though, you should never be like, oh, fuck, that wrecked me. If you just never put yourself in a position to experience that, that's risk management. And everyone talks about it. And the guys who don't practice it, no matter how many followers they have, no matter what size their account is, if you don't practice it, you might do well. You might be the exception that makes it through. But that is the exception to the rule. The vast majority of people who are successful in trading and investing and speculating long term, they work their asses off, and they have discipline, and they grind. And yeah, they have ebb and flow and like dips and bad runs. But there's certain rules just never ever break. Risking more than 5% of your portfolio on any one trade is a great golden rule to never do. And honestly, I live in like 1 and 2%. I rarely go above 5. It's easier, small accounts when you're trading like $1,000. It's hard to spend the time it takes to do these trades and still like risk, $10 or whatever. You want to do something that pays like a day's pay at the end of the day. But the math says that if you do that just to kind of rush into a bigger account, you will end up with $400 instead of $1,000. That's what the math says. So if you can really stay disciplined and grind up that account, you're not going to maybe be rich off $1,000 or $5,000 this alt season. You might be. I don't know. But chances are you have to wait a few cycles and grow it up and grow it up. And the key is, how much do you give back in between cycles? Most good traders, or most traders in general, after a big win, the question is only how much are they going to give back before their next good trade? Before the next great setup comes along, how much are you going to waste on shitty setups, just trying to force something? So those are my bits of wisdom. Hopefully those help. Can you chart warp? It's a new project. Blue Blazer, sorry, bud, you just missed me. I'm starving. I'm wrapping up. It's been a good stretch today, though, guys. But you know what, Blue Blazer, you can hop in our Discord. There's a lot of guys in there. There's a TA section. Somebody might have even heard of it. And if you ping me when I am back on later, I'm happy to chart it for you. Sorry, I was 10 minutes behind. Didn't realize you already did HBAR. Okay, no worries. Whatever you guys do this weekend, keep an eye on Bitcoin dominance. This thing is a very strong signal. What the level it just broke, it is it's so good. It's the thing I've been waiting for like 6 weeks. Figured it was going to come, but now it's happening. Ethereum breaking out to all-time highs. Oh, let's look at ETH BTC. I have a really hard time wrapping up shows when the charts look like this. Oh, man. ETH BTC just going ham sandwich from the lows. Where did it bottom? Oh, yeah, that sweet spot. Ooh, looks so easy in retrospect. Show me a breakout on volume. We haven't got it quite yet, but we're just about to. This thing could go really fucking ham this year. It could. This is what I was kind of playing around with earlier. Like, this is the kind of crazy shit we could see from Ethereum. I don't know what that would look like versus USD, but it would be stupid. That's alt season. When ETH BTC goes up, that's alt season. It's just a candle for now, but let's keep our eyes on this, guys. This could be something real special here. So I'm gonna be staying focused. I'm gonna be staying, zoned in on my short lists, my positions. I'm gonna do a full audit this weekend to make sure that I have alerts, stop losses, managed risk. Take profits on every position I have. Really wrap my head around my balances and my portfolios. Look at some scenarios. This is the time to do it because shit is about to go down. And I don't want to look back in 3 months and say like, oh, I coulda, woulda, shoulda, woulda. Whatever I do, I won't hit everything and it won't be perfect, but I'll know I did absolutely everything I could to optimize. I would recommend you do the same. And read Atomic Habits. Fuck it. Great time to start reading a book that helps you get better at shit. What is the Discord of Hxro? Great question. I don't have it with me. I'm going to put it in the description of the video. I thought I had it up there. I don't. So I will put it in the description of this video in about 5-10 minutes. All right. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. Love you all. Take care. Thanks for joining me today. And whatever you do, always play from a position of strength. Now I got to go find the thing. Oh, end card. Yeah.